Right, people. I've got a Ryobi lawnmower. It's the second one of these I've had in probably 2 months, but this one, it's had bits welded onto it. Like it's just the deck's fine. I'm talking about like the petrol tank's been welded on. The bracket that holds the petrol tank has been welded on, and it just, I don't like these mowers anyway. So what I'm going to do is, because the deck is sound solid as a rock, I'm going to take the engine off it and stick some else on it. Let's have a look what it is. Just watching a bit of a mend it man while I'm doing it. But this is the engine I'm going to stick on it. It's all there. I've got the air filter housing over the other side of the shed. But if you look at that, it's all rusty and it all needs cleaning. I'll take the cover off it, check the flywheel points, not points, the coil, make sure they're all clean contact. I know it runs because before I took it off the deck, it was originally on the rusty deck. I got it running, and I took it off, so I'm going to clean all this up and then put it on that, because I just do not like them engines. We all have our little foibles. So I'll get started. Well, we get these cables off it. Cable. Just squeeze this together. Push that through there. Getting that, yeah. And that one off. I can show it. I need to get the oil out of it. Oh, that's tight. Ouch! Weird. Just clunk my head on the door. Smack that in there. Put that in there. So there's not much oil in that. On you, that's what I will do. I'm not really bothered about the engine anyway, so I'll just strip it for spares. Come on. Most of the oil out of that. Yeah, for now. Put that back in because I don't want oil all over the deck. There's my blades. Too big. That's too small. Oh no, that one. See how loose this is. Get the spark plug off. Should have done that first, really. Come on. Jesus. Why do people tighten them up so hard? Hang on, I'll come back in a second when I've got that out. Right, the spark plug's out. I don't know why people tighten them up that tight. It's tighter than the blade. Get the blade off it. The blade bolt was loose actually. Only slightly. It wasn't over tight. I'm just saying, people tighten up the spark plug tighter than the blade. It's the blade that should be tighter than the spark plug, really. Right. Well, that's it, a few things. Still, that can be sharpened. That's not a bad blade, really. I don't know if you can see the edge on that. I've seen worse. That side, it's got a few nicks in it. You see it? Yeah. They can be sharpened out there. Right, let's have a look where the bolts are for this engine. There's one there. Is that same size? Yep. There'll be another one under there. There'll be one here somewhere. Oh, that's the screw. Look at that. Where's me wire brush? Oh, that's a bolt. Another one down there somewhere. I'm going to need the Dremel on them to get them off. Yep, right. I'll get this off and I'll come back to you. Right, this is the last bolt to get that engine off the deck. They came out quite easy actually. I took on a couple of them, right, but nothing overly. I've had worse. It wouldn't have mattered if they'd have snapped. Up on everything. Yeah, well, that's a long bolt. Not far out. That's it. Also, yeah. Look at the deck. It's pretty solid. Drop that out of there. Give it a little landing. I have a friend who does house clearances. You get loads of rags off him, which could be really handy. I'm getting low, so I'll have to have a word with him. Mind you, he'll probably watch this video and think, oh, I'll bring your load round, because he's good like that. In fact, if I'm honest, I'd say half of the tools in the shed are due to my mate John. It's not a bad deck, that. A few blemishes on it. I'm not going to paint it because I'm not sure what that is. I'll get that off later. So, we'll get that to one side and have a look at that under engine. Let's see if that'll come off there. There as well. I don't know what that is. Might be oil or something, I don't know, but it's been baked on there, whatever it is. I'll be honest, this is the first time I've ever swapped an engine out. I took plenty off mowers, but not changed an engine altogether, so we'll see what happens. I can't see it not fitting. Right. Now I can see what that comes up like. Oh, that's better. Yeah, let's got that off nicely. Right. You see that, can't you? Yeah. All that stuff that was all over there and there. Come on. Right, let's put it on the floor to get the engine up because I want to take the engine a bit. There's too much rust on it for my liking. Hold on now. With my knee. I don't want to come down in it. Otherwise you can. Nope. Right, let's get the engine on the table and see what happens with that. Right, I want to check the, I know the engine works, I know the car's good and everything, but I just want to check for rust on the flywheel, and these rusty bolts I'm going to change them for new ones. So, no. Strings over. Oh, that's what I mean. There's a nut stuck in there. That don't want to come out. Got it. That fits now. Oh dear me. Right. This engine originally came to me, it was on my front garden, and the deck, if you look back on my videos, it says like on the mower left on my front garden. The deck had the biggest hole in it I've ever seen in my life. So all I did was get the engine working and take it off the deck and just leave it. It's been sat down there for a few months. That ain't right, is it? A few bolts, a few knots in that. We'll sort that out. Right, let's take this off. Is there any fuel in it? Just a little bit, nothing drastic. That can often have a clean as well. These clips have had it. Just bend them off. Just give this a little wiggle. And it should come off. The persuasion. Right, so off. This needs a good clean. I'll probably get it a wash, get the rust off here, and then back to black it. Should look alright now. There's fuel coming out of there. Sort that out in a minute. Where's my cloth? Just tight of this. Let me get you down here in a minute. Look at this, like, all this rust is going to come off. Flywheel's going to be cleaned. It's a mess. I don't know if you can see, just about see the magnets there underneath all that rubbish. So all of this is going to be wire walled. All of this is going to be cleaned. If we look down here, all of this is going to be cleaned off. And if it doesn't, if I can't get it looking near perfect, then that's going to come off altogether, because I've got another one that I'm going to put on it. So we'll crack on with this. So See how that. I'll some junk on them. No, you can't see them. Yeah, well rusty. Right, I shall crack on with it and come back to you in a bit. Right, all of this has been cleaned. Everything's working as it should. I'm just going to sort a bit more of this rust out. The other thing is the start of that coil. That definitely 100% needs a good clean. That's one rusty coil, so we'll get that off and we'll give that a clean. No need to test it because I know it's working, so I'll come back to you when I've got it off. That one come out really easy. That one, I had a feeling it was going to snap. This wouldn't do it, so I had to put the big boys on it. Fortunately for me, it got it out. So look at it. The car looks minging, I tell you. But like I say, it works. So. That's it. That is, I'm surprised I even got it running with it in that condition. That is not good at all. Right, I'll get this cleaned off. We'll see what it looks like when I've finished it. Right, you see them contacts now, nice and shiny. It's the best I could do with it really, but we'll put it back on and we'll see what happens. Okay, bring this cover out. Right. We're leaking something. Right, here we go. You need a business card. This long manhole goes on this side. Get that started. Must be on the bolt there. That one started. Yes, that's where I will be. Just hand tighten them for now. Right. Shove that in there. That's it. Just feel it biting, make sure that's pushed up against that card. Upon the ground. Right, that's biting. Make sure that's tight. There goes the light. Right, that's back on. Just make sure that one's nice inside. Yep, that's nice. Pull the guard out, and your light falls over. Now that's nice now. Nice silver contact. Right. Right. Don't forget as well to put this wire back on. Just a little bit of a clean. Yep. I feel like it's very tight that. Little crimp. Not too much or else you'll not get it on at all. That's it. That's a nice fit. Alright. That's going to have to be changed because that looks like a right mess. There's no oil in this machine as well, so that's the coil all cleaned up. That's back on. Flywheel's cleaned up. This has all been rubbed up and everything's nice and free now. That should be like that. I'll sort that out in a bit. So I'll do a bit more cleaning on this and then we'll be ready to stick it on the old mower. To be fair, most of the rust is off this now, so I don't need to change it. I've put a bit of WD-40 around the back of these just to make sure they're running right. And they seem to be fine. Hook that spring back up again. I've got a filter. Yeah, I've got a filter. Yeah, got a brand new filter. So that'll go in there. Just put that back up there for now. So I think we're looking at putting this back together. So we will slot it on top of the mower and see what happens. Right, this video is getting a bit too long, so I'm going to do it as a two-parter. Also, I'll just looked at it all and thought that's too big, so I'll catch you in the next one. The next one will be out in a couple of days probably, so see you then.